Game is a presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
Breckenridge Baseball is on the air. Today's game is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis Medical Center, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Heitkamp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors in Wapaton, State Farm Insurance Agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Now, here's KBMW's Robert Wanick.
Welcome to Cowboy Field, home of the 2025 Breckenridge Baseball home opener today. A little bit gloomy out. We saw the sun peek out for maybe about 10 seconds, but 'tis the time of the year America's pastime is back, and Breckenridge is looking to get to 500 after dropping their season opener at Upsala-Swanville on Tuesday by a score of 14-4. Turner Bloffus in studio with the sound check. He says everything's cooking, so let's get started. A little bit of a new look press box up here. You know, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, but apparently they don't think we can dodge either. We got some plexiglass in front of us today, but doesn't look like it's obstructing the view at all on KBMW News Live YouTube. So let's get the Red River Grain pregame show on the road, serving the local farmers since 1986, almost 40 years in business in the Twin Towns area. That's something to be proud of. We'll start this pregame show off here with the power poll from the section standings last year, since we have such a small sample size to begin a wet spring here in the valley. So the north side of Section 6A last year, 117 teams in Class 1A. Regular season standings, Parker's Prairie at 25-2, 9-0 in 6A. They did not lose a game, went on to win the section, number 2 in the state in the QRF. 4-1 loss to Springfield. They made it all the way to the Class 1A state title game. And Long Prairie Gray Eagle checking in at number 2, 15-6 with an 11-3 mark in section play. Good enough for number 14 in the state. The Thunder went 4-2 in the section playoffs. They were bounced by Belgrade Bruton El Rosa, 13-3. Breckenridge Cowboys checking in at number 3 on the north side of the section last year at 10-12. 6-3 in 6A, number 43 out of 117 teams in their class. They went 3-2 in the playoffs, made a little bit of a Cinderella run, and they lost 2-1 to Long Prairie Gray Eagle, making it to the Final Four in Section 6A. The Ashby Arrows, they check in at number 4, 8-13 last year, 500 mark, 8-8 in the section, number 72 in the QRF, and the Brandon Evansville Chargers rounded out the top 5 in the north side, 11-12, 10-9 in Section 6A, ranked 61st in the state. And for you radio listeners on B92.7, if you want to see all these graphics, head over to KBMW News Live YouTube. We got them up for you right now. That's the first part of your Otter Tail Power Poll Power Rankings. On for conservation. Let's move on to the south side of Section 6A last year. Belgrade Bruton El Rosa, better known as BBE, 16-9, 6-4 in 6A. They were 12th in the state. They went 3-2 in the section playoffs, a heartbreaker. 11-10 loss to Parker's Prairie in 8 innings ended their season. Number 2, Upsala-Swanville Area Patriots. They're the team that knocked off Breckenridge in the season opener Tuesday. Last season, Upsala-Swanville went 15-9, 10-6 in section play, 24th in the state. They went 2-2. It's a double elimination in pod play. They went 2-2 in the section playoffs. They were bounced by Breckenridge, 4-3. So a couple very close games for the Cowboys during the playoffs last season. Border West checking in at number 3. The Buccaneers went 16-7, 13-4 in the section. Good enough for 36th in the state. They also went 2-2 in the playoffs. Another close one at the end of the year, 3-1 loss to Long Prairie Gray Eagle. Benson in 4th at 7-14, 3-4 in 6A. They got the nod from the QRF despite Hancock being a bit better overall and in section at 9-12 and 8-11. That's your Otter Tail Power Company Power Poll rankings on for conservation. We're going to take a quick break here on the Red River Grain pregame show, do a quick little sound check. When we come back, we'll set the scene and we'll run over your stat report, go over some of the key contributors from Breckenridge's loss on Tuesday. You're listening to Cowboy Baseball. I'm Robert Wanick, and this is B92.7 FM.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show. I'm Robert Wanick, getting ready for an HOL battle between the Hawley Nuggets and the Breckenridge Cowboys. Let's set the scene quick. There's going to be a young man making his season debut on the mound and another very feared hitter returning to the lineup here in Game 2 of the season tonight for Breckenridge. So a couple awaited debuts for the Cowboys.
Breckenridge baseball is back on a gloomy spring day. Staff ace Trey Vogelbacher hopes to bring the heat in his first start of the season. Vogelbacher, one of two Cowboy seniors, is coming off a Legion campaign that saw him post a 5-1 record and a sparkling 1.82 ERA. Vogelbacher racked up 29 strikeouts over 30 innings this past summer. Junior slugger Cooper Roberts returns to the lineup after missing the season opener. Roberts raked to the tune of a .319 average for post 53, leading the squad with 12 RBIs and 16 runs. The Cowboy team returns everyone from last spring's 10-12 campaign, hoping that more playmakers emerge with another year of experience under their belts. Now, it's Breckenridge and Hawley in a Heart O' Lakes conference clash on B92.7 and KBMW News Live YouTube.
So Roberts hitting out of the 3-hole in his return to the lineup, hoping to parlay a big summer at the dish into a strong spring start. And Trey Vogelbacher trying to get this team in the win column. Nobody better than your ace in the hole to have up there on the rubber today. Let's get into your stat report. We'll talk about the hitting first from that loss on Tuesday to Upsala-Swanville, because the pitching is a little bit tough for the Cowboys. Hitting leaders for Breckenridge in that first game, left to right on your screen on KBMW News Live YouTube. Gabe Armitage, the pitcher and shortstop, wears number 6. He was 2 for 3, a pair of doubles and an RBI, so Gabe able to find the gap. And his brother Paul Armitage, 1 for 2 with a walk, a run, and an RBI. Shout out to the family lineage. Riley Kappas, he went 1 for 3 with a triple. We've seen him work kind of in tandem at quarterback with Trey Vogelbacher on the football field this year, and he sure was a running threat out of the Wildcat, and we see that speed with a 3-bagger on Tuesday. Logan Church, the lefty, he'll lead off tonight. He was 2 for 2 with a single and a run, a hot start for Logan at the plate. And Trey Vogelbacher, 1 for 1 with a walk, a double, and a run, taking a perfect 1,000 batting average in the smallest sample size ever into the game tonight. That's your stat report presented by Matt and Amanda Frederick at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Let's go ahead and pull up the box score here and get you some of those pitching numbers from the first game for Breckenridge, as Upsala-Swanville tacked on 14 hits in that one, a huge start to the game. Logan Church, the lefty curveballer, he drew the start on the mound. They were able to tag him for 7 runs in the opening inning. Only 4 of those were earned, but that's because Church was saddled with 2 errors out on the mound as well. And 3 walks, no strikeouts for Logan as he labored through that first inning. Riley Kappas came in. They tagged him for 2 runs in 1 inning. Tucker Snyder, who Tom Thielen said was a very big bright spot on the mound, the youngster, his varsity debut, getting the jitters out with 4 strikeouts in 2 innings. He did allow 2 runs. Only 1 of them were earned. Lawson Oliphant came in. He did not get an out. He gave up 3 runs. Gabe Armitage came in. He did not get an out. He gave up a hit, which scored the run that made it a 10-run decision in 5 innings as the 10-run rule was enacted. So Breckenridge hoping to get a better start out of the pitching staff tonight. I think the offense will come around. And a lot of the time, you see it in the MLB, the offense needs to catch up to the pitchers. Well, they're using wooden bats. It doesn't fly as far in the cold weather. It hurts like heck on your hands. And I think in a spring baseball, maybe the batters have the advantage using the aluminum bat, and it's cold out there, trying to get some spin rate on your off-speed stuff and trying to pump up the velo. So offense may have the advantage here tonight, but not if Trey Vogelbacher has something to say about it. Let's get into your keys to the game, presented by Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town deals. First key to the game for me, it's going to be with Trey, getting him through a couple quick innings. Get him back in the dugout where he can warm up and start swinging that bat and get up to the plate and give himself some run support, hopefully. But the thing with Trey is, if he can get through 2-3 innings quick and have the pitch count available to go the distance here, he can run into some jams in the late innings, and he's got good enough stuff to get out of that. But you don't want him to run into those jams early, get that pitch count up, confidence starts going down. So if Trey can get through this order the first 2 times, even if he runs into trouble like we see the 3rd time through the order sometimes, Trey can work himself out of that. So a fast start for Trey on the mound, quick innings. That's going to be the Smith Motors key to the game for this baseball game. Taking a look at your Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley starting lineups, thanks to assistant coach Tom Thielen. We will go over the Breckenridge lineup first on B92.7 FM. We'll get you the Hawley lineup after the national anthem today at Cowboy Field. The starters for Breckenridge, leading off Logan Church, number 14, the lefty first baseman. Catching and batting second is Paul Armitage, number 16, the catcher. Number 3, Cooper Roberts, his first game of the spring. He'll wear number 2 and play third base, holding down the hot corner. Batting cleanup and on the mound today, Trey Vogelbacher, number 3. In the 5 spot, it's Connor Ernst. He'll play at the Keystone and wear number 13. Batting 6th is number 6, Gabe Armitage. He'll play shortstop. 7th is Riley Kappas, wearing number 11, playing left field. Jacob Nicholson will DH and bat 8th, wearing number 5. Brecken Anderson will occupy right field, wearing number 7. And your number 9 hitter tonight is Lawson Oliphant, a guy who's been known to make a couple diving plays out in center field. He will be the field general out there in the outfield today. That's your Farmers Union Oil starting lineup, presented by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and generating positive returns for their patrons. We're going to take another break here on the Red River Grain pregame show. When we come back, we'll tell you all about the Hawley Nuggets lineup as they try to make it 2 out of 3 against Breck after these 2 teams split last season. You're listening to Cowboy Baseball on B92.7 FM.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Back at Cowboy Field, let's go over the meetings between Hawley and Breckenridge last season before we pause for the national anthem. Hawley last year finished 10-13, very similar to a 10-12 Breckenridge squad. Hawley was ranked 74th in Class 2A out of 114 teams. They met in Hawley on April 25th. Breckenridge won the first game 5-2 in 8 innings, and Hawley took the nightcap 10-7, so 2 hotly contested games in conference play. This has been a traditionally great rivalry in school ball and Legion baseball. So 1-1 last year, 1 game today. 1:05 p.m. first pitch. It counts for 2 games in the Heart of Lakes Conference, so a lot on the line here. We're going to pause for the national anthem as they get done reeling through the starting lineups here. Cowboy Baseball home opener. It's about to start here at 5 o'clock at Cowboy Field.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Working the land is by nature a dirty job. What fuels me to get it done? The generations of farmers who've worked the soil before me. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel with an additive package that's 40% more effective at breaking down engine deposits. The cleanest fuel yet for the dirtiest of jobs. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, empowered to perform.
Contact Farmers Union Oil Southern Valley for more information on Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Back to the Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley starting lineups. Let's go over to the visiting Hawley Nuggets. Leading off is your catcher, number 12, Carter Ambule. Batting second is your shortstop, number 2, Brody Hadley. In the 3-hole, it is number 16. He's pitching. His name is Tommy Slett. Owen Becker, he'll be wearing number 1, playing third. Dylan Hoekstra will be wearing number 11. He'll be playing first. Wyatt Jegdvig will be wearing number 10 and playing center, and Eli Strassel is wearing number 5, playing second. Peyton Hines wearing number 7, playing the 7th position over in left, and over in right field, Anderson Brager wearing number 6. That's how the Nuggets will go tonight. Looks like we'll have some access to the game changer, so I'll be able to keep you up on the box score all game long here from Cowboy Field. It is the 2025 season opener. First pitch tonight, or a home opener, I should say. First pitch tonight is presented by North Dakota State College of Science, the science of learning by doing. So it looks like it's going to stay gloomy for the most part. We might get a little sliver of sunshine coming out here from the west, but time will tell. Trey Vogelbacher and the Cowboys will head out there in their green jerseys. Looks like Kelly green to me. And making sure that everything's connected here. Kelly green to me, black numbers, white trim, white pants. We're going to have to pause here for a second, folks. We'll come back with the first pitch. We're disconnected now, guys. I am, because the cord for the internet.
Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
All right, reconnected and ready to rock, folks. Trey Vogelbacher gets a called first strike, second pitch. Blows it by the batter, and it's 0-2 to start this game, home opener at Cowboy Field. Vogelbacher's 0-2 on the way. The righty working out of the stretch. He throws a little sweeper, breaks a little too far off the plate. It's 1-2. First pitch today presented by NDSCS. Vogelbacher taking a long look in. Gets the sign for the 1-2. Comes set in the stretch. Little slide step home over the top. That's popped up high on the infield grass. We got a trio of players going for it. Logan Church takes charge, uses that big first baseman, and that is the first out of the ball game.
Up next, your shortstop, number 2, Brody Hadley.
That one skied a mile high. You had the catcher Armitage, the pitcher Vogelbacher, and Logan Church coming in to call him off, as he should. Takes that with his first base mitt. One down here at Cowboy Field. Vogelbacher's first pitch, a high heater just above the belt, ball 1. Hadley at the plate, wearing number 2 for the Nuggets. really close to the plate here, hugging the inside of that batter's box. 1-0 count. That one softly grounded to third. Roberts charging, gets it in the palm of his glove. Sidearm throw, it's a beauty. Out number 2. That one took a hop. Roberts was able to get it right in the palm of the glove, and that's hard to transfer when it's not in the webbing, but he makes the play. 2 down. Start the first inning. Good start for Trey Vogelbacher. We talked about Smith Motors' key to the game. Have some quick innings to start in case Hawley heats up later. Vogelbacher to the number 3 hitter. Little off speed there at the knees for strike 1. Not sure if this is Sleddy or Slet. Sleddy, thanks to Art Gracco. Sleddy takes strike 1. Second pitch runs in on him. It's 1-1. One game today, folks, counts as 2 in the Heart of Lakes Conference standings. Vogelbacher comes set in the stretch. Slide step. Nice low fastball. Gets a foul tip back into the mitt of Armitage. 1-2, and Trey's been working ahead early on in the first inning. Vogelbacher set. He'll fire. That one fouled off the handle, straight back. I'm not sure what happened there. It must not have been hit. He must have swung at the pitch and missed everything because Armitage went chasing towards the backstop, and the runner's able to get down to first safely. So a swinging and a miss on strike 3. Looked like a potential foul ball, but apparently not, and the runner's able to get on, and that will be a pass ball on Paul Armitage. Good heads-up play by Brecken Anderson in right field. He was able to chase over there and make sure the runner was held to first base, but that's going to extend the pitch count here for Trey Vogelbacher. 2 down, runner on first. First pitch to the cleanup man, catches the black on the outer half for a strike. Vogelbacher, pretty good accuracy so far. That strikeout pitch on his last one was a nice inside fastball. Armitage just couldn't quite handle it. That one is laced at second base, caught in the air, and that's going to do it for the inning. Vogelbacher picks up a strikeout. The runner reaches first. 2 pitches later, he forces a line out over to second base for the out. I believe that's Connor Ernst over there at second base making that catch. 0-0 through 1/2 inning. We'll be right back as the Cowboys step to the plate for their first cuts of the spring season here at Cowboy Field.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Welcome back to B92.7. Trey Vogelbacher holds Hawley scoreless in the top of the first inning of the 2025 Cowboys spring opener. Vogelbacher, 1K, dropped third strike, allowed a runner to scamper to first base, but Vogelbacher gets out of the inning in just 12 pitches, 9 of them find the strike zone. Pitching for Hawley. Let's get to the Breckenridge batting order first here. Leading off for Breckenridge, Logan Church, followed by Paul Armitage, Cooper Roberts in the 3-hole, Trey Vogelbacher in the 4-hole. Talk about back-to-back pop there, as those two will hope to drive in a run here and put Breckenridge up top in the bottom of the first inning.
Leading off for Breckenridge in the bottom of the first inning, your first baseman, number 14, Logan Church.
Tommy Sleddy on the hill for Hawley. Sleddy, the right-hander, working out of the windup. He's facing left-hander Logan Church. That one inside gets to the backstop for ball one. The first baseman playing back here. Sometimes you see him hug the bag when there's a lefty up, but he's playing normal. As Church offers at the outside pitch, can't reach it. It's 1-1. I believe Church and Jacob Nicholson will be the lefties in this lineup today. As the 1-1 catches the outside corner. That's a tough pitch to work with when you're a lefty, about knee high on the outside of the plate. Church has found himself a 1-2 hole. Sleddy shakes off a couple signs. He's ready to go. Bell tie leg kick straight over the top. Church goes opposite with it to the shortstop. Strong throw over to first base, and he's going to get Church by about a half step. A little surprised by Church's speed there. That was a routine play, and Church nearly beat it out. Good play by the shortstop, Hadley. That brings up Paul Armitage, who does have a home run in his career. Not sure that he has two, but he definitely hit one last year over the left field fence. First pitch from Sleddy to Armitage, one down. It's upstairs, ball one. Second pitch is a nice fastball with a little bit of run on it to the outer half. Catches the corner. It's 1-1. Cooper Roberts waiting on deck. The 1-1 on the way. Golf swing from Armitage over the top of the baseball as that one looked like it kicked up off the dirt. It's 1-2. Sleddy looking for his first K of the ball game. Armitage weak grounder to third. Third baseman up on the grass, over the top throw, second out of the inning. So two quick outs for Hawley, trying to emulate what Breckenridge did in the opening inning. That brings up Cooper Roberts, a .319 hitter in the summer season, all-conference Legion player, all-conference basketball player too this winter, the only one on the Cowboys squad. He'll see his first offering of the season. He takes a knee-high fastball for a strike. Sleddy just peppering the zone like Vogelbacher. No deception here, going right at the hitters. 0-1. That one a bender that didn't quite bend enough. Had Roberts fooled. He was bailing out of the box, but he couldn't get it to come back into the zone. 1-1 on the way to Roberts. Big cut over that. Pulled his head out. Swung just over the top of the baseball, and he's got a 1-2 count. Roberts looking to do damage with that swing. Sleddy fires. That one outside. He tried to give it the juice there. You could tell a little bit of extra on that one. Couldn't quite reel it in. It's 2-2. Owen Becker playing even with third. He'll come up even closer here. And Roberts takes one just off the corner. Catcher didn't do his pitcher any favors there. Had a little bit of trouble framing that one. And we have a full count. First full count of the evening here. As Sleddy works out of the windup. That one is flared towards center field, and it's going to be an easy play. Jogging back into the shallow left center grass by the shortstop, Brody Hadley, and that'll do it for the Cowboys here in the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless through one on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, representing auto owners. Who's going to get the first crack at the Cowboys scoreboard today? I'm Robert Wanick on B92.7. If you're looking to watch this game, head to KBMW News Live YouTube. We got the stream up and rolling now. And for all you traditional radio listeners, thank you so much for tuning in to B92.7 and KBMWnews.com. We'll be back with the top of the second.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Following a 12-pitch first inning, Trey Vogelbacher back out on the bump for the Breckenridge Cowboys. One of two seniors on the squad alongside Logan Church. He took the loss in the season opener, but he did get 2 hits in that game. Dylan Oakstra, number 11. The first baseman will step to the plate, the cleanup man. Vogelbacher working exclusively out of the stretch with a little slide step. He'll mix it up with a leg kick every once in a while to throw off the cadence. First pitch misses outside. If you're just tuning in, it is scoreless here after 1 inning at Cowboy Field. Breckenridge taking on the Hawley Nuggets. Pretty good looking 1-0 pitch, but it misses somewhere, and it is 2-0. Vogelbacher really nibbling on that offering. He's going to have to work himself back here against the cleanup hitter. 2-0 from Vogelbacher. That one just clips the knees. Fastball right down Broadway. It's 2-1. 2-1 from Trey, right over the top. That one is low and outside. It's 3-1. In danger of walking his first batter. Infield today going left to right is Cooper Roberts, Gabe Armitage, Connor Ernst, and Logan Church. 3-1 from Vogelbacher, right down the center of the plate. Oakstra taken all the way there as he runs the count full, and we'll have a payoff pitch here on B92.7. Top of the second inning. Vogelbacher trying to work from behind here in the count. 3-2. He gets it in on the hands. Church is chasing into foul territory out of camera view. Can't quite get it. Thought maybe he was going to make one of those Austin Ramos sliding grabs over there. He wasn't able to get there quite in time. Good break on the ball, though, as that one ran in on the handle on the righty. And we'll do the 3-2 again. Pitch is on the way. That one misses just low. So the leadoff man walks Oakstra, and that brings up Wyatt Jetvig. Wyatt Jetvig wearing number 10. Hawley out here in the garnet colored jerseys with the gold numbers and white trim, gray pants, the black stripe down the side. Everybody's cleats super white because they haven't played very many games this year. Runner on first with a moderate lead. He'll stay put. Looked like a little cutter or a slider there from Trey Vogelbacher. Gets him ahead in the count. As you can see on YouTube, it is dark out here, folks. It's a gloomy day at Cowboy Field as Vogelbacher tries the pickoff. Got the baseball there in a hurry, but it pulled Church off the bag. Church, the lefty, has the luxury of having the glove on his right hand near the runner, but that one went to his left side. Vogelbacher's 0-1. He comes set. Slide step home. Change up. Way out in front from the 5-hitter. Tips it off into Armitage glove. It's 0-2. Little change of pace from Vogelbacher there, and he's thrown a bit of everything here so far. 0-2 to Jetvig. Runner on first. Nobody down in the second. Vogelbacher tries something off speed there. Can't quite get enough on it. Good block by Paul Armitage as he slides his way left-right. Knocks it down, keeps it right in front of him. That's what they tell you. Smother the baseball, get big over the top of it, and Paul Armitage did a great job there. Vogelbacher's 1-2 on the way. Grounded to short, double play opportunity. Bobbled at short, and they will get none. So that one, a pretty routine play for the shortstop Armitage. He had to move to his right, and he might have been thinking double play there. And that's a tough one. Off the end of the bat, you're moving to your right. Maybe you want to take one, but anyway, it kind of eats him up a little bit, and the infield is what it is. There's some divots in the infield. It's wet, but it's playable. Both teams are going to have to deal with it. Runners on first and second for Hawley after the Breckenridge error. First pitch is a strike. Now at the plate, it's Eli Strassel. He's playing second base today. Something to the right side can move his runner over to third. Vogelbacher's pitch is hit to the right side. One hops the second baseman. He's going to hesitate and go to second. That might have broke up the double play. I'm not sure if Connor Ernst didn't know what the situation was there, but he thought there was a little more on that baseball. He went down to two knees. It ended up bouncing in front of him. Made a nice recovery to glove it, but then he didn't know what base he was going to go to. So Breckenridge just gets the lead runner at second. Runners on the corners now with one down, and we'll see what Hawley's going to do here in the running game. Typically at the high school level, it's green light here, first and third. We'll see what Breckenridge does as far as drawing it up. Are they going to throw it back to the pitcher? Are they going to throw it to the shortstop? Maybe throw behind the guy at third. We'll see. Everybody stays put. First pitch is up and away for a ball. Peyton Highness at the plate, the left fielder. Another righty in this lineup. And Vogelbacher hits him, so that'll load the bases, and in theory, that's not the worst move in the world. You have force outs everywhere now with one down. That actually gives Breckenridge an opportunity to get out of this inning. And it brings up the number 9 hitters, so Vogelbacher will be looking to keep this ball down in the zone, get him to roll over on something here with 3 ducks on the pond. Number 6, Anderson Brager. First pitch on the way, base is juiced. It's low and in the dirt. Working at a pretty quick pace here as Brager gets right back in the box, and the second pitch is on the way. That one's left up. It's flared over to Ernst, and he's going to get a, he's not going to get a double play. And that looked like a very catchable ball for Logan Church, and he overthrows home plate. So Breckenridge with 3 errors in this opening inning, resulting in 2 runs. That was a soft shot off the end cap over to second base to Connor Ernst. He had the man on an island at first base. He threw what looked to be a perfect dart to Church, but it just didn't go in his glove. Church tracked it down, overthrew Armitage at home. It's 2-0 Hawley on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
Now batting, coming back to the top of the order, your catcher, number 12, Carter Ambule.
So Vogelbacher, no earned runs so far in this one, as Breckenridge is kind of unraveled on defense here with 3 errors in the last 2 batters. Runner on second base, and it's a wild pitch. Armitage did his best there to just jab at that one in the lefty batter's box, but it was way outside, and it goes to the backstop. Runner advances to third. And this is not what you want if you're the Cowboys. Vogelbacher's pitch count in his first start of the year going up, despite him throwing pretty well, minus the hit batsman. Vogelbacher leaves that one low. It's 2-0. So Ambule flies out on a flare to second base, and 2-run score off errors, and that brings up the 2-hitter Brody Hadley. And it's 2-0. That one low and away, 3-0. No JV game today due to field conditions as Vogelbacher fires a strike, goes to the off-speed there, just gets it over. It's 3-1. So the JV team gets to take some BP and watch the upperclassmen play baseball today. 3-1 from Vogelbacher. That one inside, and it hits him. Looked like it just went right across the chest plate of the jersey. The jersey kind of fluttering. Maybe he's wearing a large instead of a medium, but it catches some threads, and that is going to be another hit batter for the Cowboys. So we'll have runners on first and third here. Cowboys down 2-0 with 2 outs in the top of the second on your CFI scoreboard. And that brings up our first Minn Kota Egg Products mound visit as head coach Jack Heidemann is going to have a conversation with his infield and Trey Vogelbacher. We'll take a quick break on B92.7. Cowboys trying to get out of this inning down 2-0 in their home opener.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Welcome back to Cowboy Field. Trey Vogelbacher was cruising along. Looked like he'd induced an inning-ending double play, but the Cowboys make 2 errors. Logan Church unable to corral a ball at first, and a throw after that went over the head of Armitage at home, and it's 2-0. Vogelbacher has 2 outs here, just trying to get out of the inning. Runners on the corners for the Nuggets after that Minn Kota Ag Products mound visit. As Vogelbacher fires, and it's ball 1. 2 hit batters for Vogelbacher as well. He had 12 pitches in the first inning. He's already got 23 in the second. Swing and a miss on what looks to be another sweeper. That's got some good left-right break on it. And the runner's not going here on the corners. They're not putting on the steal here. A little surprising. We'll see if they go here. They stay put. And another swing and a miss. That one had him mixed up. So Vogelbacher goes from the off-speed to the heat. And Hadley, the 2-hitter, can't catch up. 1-2. Vogelbacher fires. High fastball fouled straight back. He didn't miss that one by much. We'll see what Vogelbacher goes to here. We have not seen a changeup in this AB. See if he follows up the high cheddar with the change. Goes right back to the fastball. Good location, outer half. It's fouled back into the fencing. Vogelbacher so far, 1 2/3 innings, 2 runs, neither of them earned. And he forces a foul ball into the river. Just 1 K for Trey so far. 1 walk, 2 hit batters as he's trying to find his mojo here. No need to panic, but you do got to get out of here now. Runners on the corners, 2-0 early in the ball game, top of the second inning. One, 2. Vogelbacher comes set, delivers an inside fastball, grounded to third. Throw over to first by Cooper Roberts, just lobs it over there and does beat the runner. So Breckenridge escapes, strands 2 runners, but they do give up 2 runs on 3 errors in the top of the second inning. Vogelbacher approaches 40 pitches. No earned runs for the Breckenridge ace, as the offense is going to try to give him a lead here in the bottom of the second. Cowboy Baseball 2025 home opener. We'll be back in about 60 seconds on B92.7 and KBMW News Live YouTube.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Get your vehicle back on track with Smith Motors' Fresh Start Tire Event. Buy 3, get 1 for $1 on select tires. Find a better price elsewhere within 30 days of purchase, and Smith Motors will refund the difference. Need shocks and struts? Get up to $80 in rebates, along with $40 in rebates on brake pads and brake rotors. Plus up to $40 in rates on TPMS sensors. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Visit smithmotors.com.
Into the bottom of the second, it's Breckenridge's home opener. They're facing the Hawley Nuggets, a familiar foe from the Heart of Lakes Conference. Hawley able to get 2 runs on the board on 3 Breckenridge errors that came on back-to-back batters. An error at shortstop, an error at first base, and an error at first base again. So 3 errors in 2 batters, and that's where the damage is done. Breckenridge looking for their first hit here in the bottom of the second inning. And Hawley is hitless as well. So not a lot of fireworks so far here, as we typically anticipate a slow start to the spring season before everybody warms up, and that's kind of what we're getting here.
For the Cowboys in the bottom of the second inning, your pitcher, number 3, Trey Vogelbacher.
So Trey Vogelbacher will have a chance to help out his own cause here to start the bottom of the second inning for Breckenridge. Sleddy back to work on the mound. Pitch from the windup, and the righty fires inner half up on Trey's hands. It's going to be a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Vogelbacher 1 for 1 in Tuesday's loss at Uppsala Swanville. He grounds the 0-1 to short. It's bobbled around, picked up bare hand, and it draws the first baseman off the base. So the shortstop had a little trouble corralling it on this muddy infield here, and he throws it wide of first base. It was a nice attempt there by the first baseman, Oakstra, to make the stretch, but his toes just went dragging on the agar line, and that is going to be an E6. So Breckenridge has its first base runner here. That brings up Connor Ernst. He takes a swing at the first pitch, and it's hit to second base, bobbled around again, thrown to second base, and it's going to be an E4. So Hawley having some fielding troubles here. Hit to the second baseman, Strassel. He bobbled it, and he threw it to second base kind of like a skee ball, underhand, but he was a little too close for how hard he threw it. Shortstop couldn't handle it, and Breckenridge has the first two runners on to start the second inning. That pitch is high and away to Gabe Armitage. Armitage with a pair of two-baggers on Tuesday. Good time for one right now, young man. Armitage batting in the right side. He takes a big hack at that one. It's hit to center field. Center fielder comes in. He misjudges it, but he's able to recover, drop step back, and make a nice catch. That one had a bit of carry on it. Didn't look like Armitage really got the sweet spot, but he was able to push it out to center field, where the catch was made for the first out of the inning by Jetvig. That'll bring up Riley Kappas, who had a triple on Tuesday. First pitch to Kappas on the way. The righty takes it, knee-high, outer half. Sleddy working out of the stretch with two runners on. Takes 3 looks to second base, high leg kick, and he'll deliver a beauty on the outer half. That fastball was diving away from Kappas, and he wasn't able to get the bat on it. 0-2. Infielders playing yo-yo with the runner at second. Sleddy will fire home. That one hit to short. Scoop throw to second base, over to first base, and it's wide again, and Breckenridge will score their first run of the game on a fielder's choice. So Kappas puts the baseball in play. A nice relay from the shortstop, or a nice exchange, I should say, to the second baseman, but he pulls the first baseman away, and that's going to result in a run. So Breckenridge gets on the board. It's 2-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Brings up Jacob Nicholson, the DH, the second lefty in the lineup today. He'll round out the order here and try to turn the card around. First pitch is a strike right down the center of the plate, knee-high. Kappas with some good speed on first and a huge lead. Sleddy takes a peek, takes another. He'll go home. Kappas stays put. Nicholson nubs it off to the left side. He's going to race this one down the line, and it's going to be an error on the first baseman this time. My, oh my. Nice charging play there from third base for Hawley. Throw right on the money, but it pops out of the webbing. That is 7 combined errors, folks. We're in the second inning. I don't think I'm going to make it home for dinner tonight. 2-1. You know what? At least they're making it a game here if you're a Breckenridge fan. It is the season opener. After a tough inning, Breckenridge right back in it. That one hit to the right side. Wide open hole. Second baseman is going to race over. Can't make a ranging play. And that will be a base hit RBI for Lawson Oliphant. That is a perfect example of going with the pitch and just taking what the pitcher gives you. Outer half fastball, sticks the barrel out and sneaks it through the infield on the right side. RBI single for Lawson Oliphant. We're all tied at 2 on your CFI scoreboard. That brings up the leadoff man, Logan Church. He takes a fastball down and out, 1-0. 2 outs for the Cowboys in the inning. Hoping to extend it. As that one brushes Church off the plate, and he's ahead here, 2-0. Hitters count for the lefty, who has some sneaky pop in his bat. We saw him hit a couple extra baggers last year. Extra base hits today, presented by Highcamp Construction. Church takes that one above the belt. It's 3-0. A walk here would load the bases for the dangerous Paul Armitage. Church shows a bunt. It's a bluff, and the pitch goes right down the middle, 3-1. Wouldn't be surprised to see Logan take another one here. Like they say, put it in a shoebox. Swing if it's your pitch. 3-1. He takes a pitch that's a power alley pitch there. Belt high down the middle. He lets it go by, and the count is full. Runners will be going with the pitch. 2 speedsters on. Nicholson at second. Oliphant at first. They go. Here comes the pitch. And Church hits it up the middle. A great snag by the shortstop. He's stumbling and throws it submarine style to first for the 3rd out of the inning. How about that play by Hawley's shortstop, Hadley? He started moving right because he was holding the runner on second. So he started breaking to the right. The ball went right over second base. He was able to recover to the forehand side and make a doozy of a play. That retires Breckenridge, but not before they plate 2 runners. And we're all tied at 2, heading into the top of the 3rd inning on B92.7.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
Back at Cowboy Field, I'm Robert Wanick on B92.7, and Trey Vogelbacher comes out for his 3rd inning of work. All tied at 2. Is Breckenridge able to push across a couple runs? 3 Breckenridge errors led to 2 Nugget runs, and Hawley responded with 4 errors of their own as we're just getting into the 3rd. Pitcher-on-pitcher crime here as Sleddy will face Vogelbacher. Righty-on-righty battle. Vogelbacher trying to get back to that 1st inning magic when he needed just 12 pitches. And he's going to hit Sleddy in the dome. Those helmets are pretty good at absorbing those. I remember a day and time when Hunter Feigin would purposely throw his head into the pitch so he could get on base. So they work pretty well as Sleddy takes a HBP to the head, and he'll trot over to first base. The 3rd hit batter for Vogelbacher so far through 2 innings complete. That brings up cleanup man Becker. Becker in the right-handed batter's box. Right up the middle. Vogelbacher gloves it. Fires to the shortstop for 1. Over to first base. High throw. Nice snag by Logan Church to prevent the runner from getting to second. But they'll only get 1. Hot shot back to Trey Vogelbacher on the mound. He fires it to second base for the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Oakstra. Runner on first, 1 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. Vogelbacher goes to the pickoff move, and he is so textbook at that. It's not always about getting the out. It's about keeping them honest, and he kind of eliminates the running game for these opposing teams. Nice little split step. Little jump throw over to first base. First pitch on the way here. Little cutter that just goes left, right, and doesn't get down enough on the hitter. It's ball one. One thing's for sure, Vogelbacher is comfortable throwing a full arsenal of pitches today. The second pitch is skied to shallow left. We're going to have a race, a triangle of Cowboys. Diving attempt for Oliphant. It's bouncing around, and it will go down. So that base hit goes right into the Bermuda Triangle in shallow left. And it's going to drop. Oliphant covered some serious ground from center field, and he's the one who made a diving attempt on it. But that'll go in the books as a hit, and we got runners on first and second with one down. That was a little sawed-off single to left field. Oliphant just couldn't quite get there. A-plus effort, though. That one's up and in for a ball. So Vogelbacher working from behind here. Trying to get a ground ball and get out of this inning. Fastball just misses the knees. That's going to get some hands in the air from some of the spectators. Just a bit down. It's 2-0. Vogelbacher fires. And that one does catch the knees. Went back to that same pitch. He gets the benefit of the doubt. It's 2-1. Runners on first and second for Hawley. Jetvig at the plate. The center fielder's 0 for 1 today. High leg kick, spin throw to second. Close play. But the runner gets back in time. So Vogelbacher thrown over a couple times to first. That's his first look at second base. As Jetvig is looking to drive in a run here for the Nuggets. Game's tied at 2 in the top of the third. Vogelbacher fires, grounded to the third base hole. Nice ranging play from Roberts. Long distance underhand throw to second. He's going to get the runner by a half step, but Connor Ernst with an ill-advised throw to first base. Zero chance at a double play there, but Ernst lets it rip anyways, and it flies towards the Breckenridge dugout. And that's going to be another unearned run on Vogelbacher's line. Roberts fielded that one at third base, moving to his left, and he opted for the scoop throw from about 20 feet away. Got it there just in time, but Breckenridge throws it away for another run. It's 3-2 Hawley. 2 outs now for the Nuggets. First pitch of the AB from Vogelbacher is a strike. (3-2) Hawley on your CFI scoreboard. Vogelbacher fires a great-looking off-speed pitch that just misses the outer half, and the count is even at 1. (1-1) on the way. That one's outside, and it's going to be a pass ball on Armitage. I would assume, as that one was not that far away from being a strike, but it squirts away, and it's 2-1. Strassel at the plate for Hawley. The second baseman is 0 for 1 with a run scored. And that's a strike on the inside corner. Absolutely freezes Strassel. Vogelbacher with the chance here to get out of the inning with a punch out. Trailing by just 1 run here on your CFI scoreboard. Vogelbacher fires. That one's high. Armitage with a good pep in his step to snag that one. That was a heater, and it was up and out. And Armitage able to pop up, and the count is full. Vogelbacher comes set. Payoff pitch. Slide step home. Right down the middle. Flared out to right field. Looks like it's measured, and Brecken Anderson, a good read on that ball. Only had to take about 2 steps and glove it, and that does it for the top of the third inning. The Nuggets, they score 1. We're up to 9 errors in this game, folks, combined between the two teams. We'll come back with the bottom of the third inning. Breckenridge going to try to wrestle the lead back in their 2025 home opener on B92.7 FM.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
All right, back at Cowboy Field, moving at a snail's pace today because both teams have combined for 9 errors, 5 on the Cowboys, 4 on the Nuggets. Breckenridge looking to clean it up here at the dish. First pitch is skied high by Paul Armitage over to first base, right on the line, and it is caught on the line, luckily, because that thing was drifting back into fair territory. So 1 pitch, 1 out here for Sleddy and the Nuggets. There's a nice catch made by Oakstra. Coming straight up and straight down to him as he looks up at the gray sky and says, "Hoofda, lucky I got that one." That brings up Cooper Roberts. And he takes a ball outside, 1-0. 33 pitches so far for Sleddy. 1-0 on the way. Big hack from Roberts, a little bit ahead of it, and he kind of inside-outs it over to the concession stand. A couple years ago, Kevin Heidemann would have caught that ball. Kevin Heidemann's been known to barehand a couple comebackers throwing BP in his days, long time post 53 in Breckenridge High School baseball coach. As we have a 1-1 count now to Roberts. Sleddy out of the windup. Belt high leg kick. A sweeper, and that one just bent the zone all the way from the inside to the outside, and he digs a 1-2 hole for Roberts. Sleddy looking for a K here. Looked like he was trying to throw another off-speed pitch. He just couldn't get the grip on it, and it stayed upstairs. Count is 2-2. So a little fight out of Cooper Roberts here. His first game of the spring. Let's see if he can win this battle. 2-2 to Roberts. Sleddy overthrows that one. It's going to get away from the catcher, and the count is full. Full count here, Cooper Roberts, the 3-hitter for the Cowboys, with 1 down in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Roberts takes the payoff pitch right down Broadway, thigh high. That's going to be a backwards K in the book. 2 down for Breckenridge to start the bottom of the 3rd. They trail 3-2 to Hawley on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Looking to extend the inning here for Breckenridge. Coming to the plate is Trey Vogelbacher. Vogelbacher 0 for 1 with a run scored, part of that error party. First pitch from Sleddy to Vogelbacher is a beautiful curveball. Nice 12-6 break on that one. 0-1. Vogelbacher looking to get something better. We'll see if Sleddy goes to the four-seamer or stays with this diet of off-speed. And he will stay with the off-speed, and he gets a weak grounder down the 3rd baseline foul. Goes through the wickets, Bill Buckner style, and it is 0-2. Back-to-back off-speed pitches to start this count. Let's see if he makes it 3 in a row. 0-2 to Vogelbacher. Sleddy pumps a fastball, Vogelbacher check swing foul. And you could see how effective that was, back-to-back curves. And then he brings the heat, and Vogelbacher could barely get his hands moving, just barely fouls it off, and we'll have another 0-2 coming. Curveball, Vogelbacher hits that one hard, but it's fouled on the right side. Vogelbacher simplifying his approach here, kind of cut out the bottom half there. Just throw your hands at the baseball. Let it travel. 0-2, 2 down. 3-2 Hawley. Vogelbacher looking to extend the inning. Sleddy fires. Vogelbacher swings, and it's a third straight foul, this time into the parking lot. Good crowd here, all things considered, with the weather, as we are under 50 degrees here, first pitch today. Another 0-2 to Vogelbacher. Sleddy fires. It's a curveball. That had some tight break on it, and it just stayed upstairs. That had some late break. Came out looking like a fastball, but it didn't fool Trey. It's 1-2. Another curveball. Vogelbacher gets the barrel on that one, just drops the head and drives it to center field. Line drive single for Trey Vogelbacher, and it's Breckenridge's second hit of the ball game. 2-out base runner for the Cowboys.
Coming to the plate, your second baseman, number 13, Connor Ernst.
Excellent point was just made up here in the press box. Breckenridge trails 3-2, and Hawley is still hitless. Fastball just misses the outer half. 1-0 here to Connor Ernst. Connor Ernst 0 for 1. Vogelbacher on first base. Not a huge base-stealing threat. And that one misses. A little sweet chin music moves Ernst off the plate, but he's got a hitter's count at 2-0. Reed Johnson behind the plate today. Jason Butts in the field. Modest lead for Vogelbacher. The 2-0's on the way. That one knee-high fastball down the middle, and Ernst front foot there, stepping out towards third, and that's going to be trouble if he moves these pitches to the outer half. 2-1, Connor Ernst, the little Gary Sheffield bat wag as Sleddy takes his time, and he'll fire. That one's on the inner half, second base. Nice reaching grab just above his head for the second baseman. That'll retire the side. 3-2 Hawley through 3 innings on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Inning-ending catch on a soft liner by Strassel at second base. We'll be back with the top of the fourth. Cowboys go quietly in the third on B92.7 FM.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Back at Cowboy Field on the east side of Breckenridge High tonight, a sub-50-degree home opener. And Hawley, they're ice cold. No hits, but they have the lead 3-2 because Breckenridge has 5 errors. And for good measure, the Nuggets have 4 as well, as this is turning into a marathon game early on. 3-2 Hawley, starting the 4th inning here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Peyton Hines will lead off the inning. Hines 0 for 0, hit by a pitch his first time up. That one, another one that looked close to the zone, but it's tough to get that call when the catcher doesn't corral it, and just a little bit of a mix-up there with Vogelbacher and Armitage. It's 1-0. Vogelbacher over the top. The 1-0 goes right by the helmet of Hines. It's 2-0. Infield playing normal depth. Cooper Roberts playing well behind the bag at third with that power arm. Armitage playing deep in the hole at short. It's 3-0 after that fastball sails outside. Logan Church playing behind the base at first. Or at right, excuse me. And that one is upstairs, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to start the inning here for the Hawley Nuggets. And Gabe Armitage is the man on deck, the ace in the hole here if Breckenridge needs to make a change, so I'm told. And Vogelbacher is already up to 59 pitches in this one. He's probably nearing the end of the line. First pitch of the AB. Gets a swing and a miss at a high pitch above the letters. The number 3 hitter, your pitcher, Sleddy. Sleddy's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He ducks the second pitch. It's about head high, evens the count at 1-1. And Vogelbacher, 9 of 12 pitches found the zone in the opening inning. His defense fell apart in the second, and he's really never found his touch since. The 1-1's on the way. That's going to be a ball. That one looked like it might have been close to the zone, but boy, Sleddy really squatting down in the batter's box. Made that look a lot higher than it was. 2-1. So that gets away from the catcher, and the runner advances to second base. Runner in scoring position with nobody down for the Nuggets. Vogelbacher takes a peek at second, takes another. Comes set, fires home, and Sleddy just very content with ducking all these pitches as that one misses up and in. 3-1. Three ones on the way, right down the middle, and we got a full count. So Sleddy, who was hit by pitch in his first at-bat, doesn't really profile as a guy looking to swing it, which is weird for your number 3 hitter, but he's been very timid up there, and now he'll face a 3-2 offering from the righty Vogelbacher on the way, and he leans into that one. It's going to be a hit on the elbow. I don't know if he's got one of those Evo shields on or not, but he took that one right off the elbow, so his second hit by pitch. So Sleddy doing everything he can to get on base except swing the bat so far tonight, and that formula has worked for him. Hit twice by Vogelbacher. We have runners on first and second, nobody down. That one popped up behind the plate, and it's going to carry out of play, bounce right on top of the press box. 0-1. So Vogelbacher here with a chance to work from ahead in the count, which has been rare after that first inning. If you're just tuning in on B92.7 and KBMW News Live YouTube, it's 3-2 Hawley, top of the 4th inning. They are threatening. The 0-1 from Vogelbacher, swing and a miss over the top. That one dropped off the table a bit. It's 0-2. Vogelbacher to Becker, the 0-2. Gets a half-hearted swing. It's going to be fair down the third baseline. Bare hand from Vogelbacher. Hard throw to first. Way off the mark into right field. That'll score 1. Trouble getting it is Anderson in right. He'll get it in, though. What a throw from Anderson. All the way over by the batting cages over there, and he throws it on a one-hop near the plate, and that's going to hold a runner at third base. He even pump-faked that one. He wasn't sure where to go with it. Fires it all the way into the plate. Brecken Anderson with a big-time play there for the Cowboys. But the Nuggets do score 1, and it's 4-2. So the errors are piling up. That's 6 for the Cowboys. 10 total in the game. That one is flied out to center field. Tracking it is Oliphant. That should easily score a run on the sacrifice. Indeed, it will. It is 5-2 Nuggets. So good piece of hitting there. I believe that was Strassel. And that's going to score a run on the sac fly. So it's 5-2 Nuggets. I thought Sleddy was just hitting. It is. Sleddy is hitting now. Excuse me. So I had the order a little mixed up. Sleddy's down 0-1 in the count. Sleddy hits that one hard to right. It's going to drop for a single. Anderson breaks on it and slips, and that one is going to run nearly to the fence. He tracks it down and gets it in. They got the runner in no man's land, but they miss the cut at second base. And that'll be a throwing error from right field to second that will allow him to advance to third. So the 7th Breckenridge error of the ball game leads to yet another run off the single from Sleddy. 6-4 Nuggets. One down here. That brings up Becker. He fouls it to the backstop. 0-1. Anderson had a good beat on that ball, but he just slipped in the outfield and it ran by him. As Vogelbacher missed there. Looked like he might have wanted that call. That one was mighty close to the outer half. It's 1-1. 1-1 on the way. Vogelbacher buries it in the dirt. 2-1. Sleddy 90 feet away at third. Becker with the 2-1 count. Vogelbacher fires, sails outside. A nice snag by Paul Armitage to avoid a wild pitch there. But it's 3-1. Vogelbacher has hit the 75 pitch mark after throwing just a dozen in a marvelous first inning. 3-1 from Vogelbacher way upstairs, and he walks him. We're going to get a Minn Kota Ag Products mound visit. Most likely a pitching change. We'll let you know when we come back here. It's 6-2 Hawley. 11 errors combined between these two teams. And we're not even halfway done through this game, folks. We'll be back after this Minn Kota Ag Product mound visit on B92.7 FM. It's the Cowboys home opener. Hawley 6, Breckenridge 2 on B92.7.
Working the land is by nature a dirty job. What fuels me to get it done? The generations of farmers who've worked the soil before me. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel with an additive package that's 40% more effective at breaking down engine deposits. The cleanest fuel yet for the dirtiest of jobs. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact Farmers Union Oil Southern Valley for more information on Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa.
All right, we're back at Cowboy Field. 6-2 after that Minn Kota Ag Products mound visit. Vogelbacher stays out there. It's a strike. They're going to throw it through, and the runner bluffs a steal in the first and third situation, heads back to first. Well done by the Cowboys as Connor Ernst broke from second base, and they threw it deep into the infield, but still able to keep the runner at third base. So Vogelbacher, he's going to continue and try to get out of this inning with 77 pitches. The 0-1 outside, the runner goes. They're going to throw it all the way through, and it's going to be a stolen base. So the runner stays put at third. Good strong throw from Armitage, just a little bit high to his brother Gabe. The runner slides in head first. Runners on second and third. One down in the fourth inning for Hawley. Oakstra at the plate. And he waves at a fastball that was well out of the zone on the outside. 1-2 as Vogelbacher gets a rare chase out of the Nuggets lineup. They have kept that bat on their shoulder for most of the ballgame. Just one hit. 1-2 from Vogelbacher. And that is a backwards K. Gets Oakstra mixed up. He watched that one all the way in. A fastball knee high. He kind of bent down and watched it all the way back to the glove. Strikes out. 2 down for the Nuggets, who have built a 4-run lead on the back of 7 Breckenridge errors. Jedvig to the plate. That's low. It's going to squirt away from Armitage. We're going to have a play at the plate. Here comes the throw, and it's not in time. The tag is high on the helmet, and that's going to be a pass ball on Armitage. Another pitch that was just a bit down. I don't even know if that one bounced in the dirt or not, but it got through the 5-hole. Armitage with good reflexes to throw it back home, but the tag was helmet high, and the arms were extended across the plate. 7-2, Hawley on your CFI scoreboard. A tough afternoon here for the Breckenridge Cowboys. Vogelbacher up to 81 pitches. About half of those have been strikes. Big swing and a miss there by number 10, Jedvig. One and one. Vogelbacher, a long leash here in his season debut. A good-looking pitch on the inside half, but just can't shave that plate. It's 2-1. Play at first can strand the runner here. Another big hack from Jedvig, who's trying to put that somewhere on the football field, but he can't connect. 2-2. 4 runs in the frame for Hawley. The 2-2 from Vogelbacher. Fastball right down the middle. Can't get it up. Count is full. Big pitch here from Trey. Maybe his final one of the inning. And he's going to draw a pop fly, first base side, trailing out of play. So Jedvig stays alive. He's going to shorten up that big looping swing from the first 2 swings and misses. See if he can get a hack on the baseball here. Full count, 2 down. Hawley has jumped ahead here, 7-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Payoff pitch on the way. That one hit hard, deep left field. It's going to carry, running the gap, and that one is over the fence. Jedvig, he will not shorten up. He's going to unleash a home run for Hawley. And that one got out in a hurry. That one was high up in the jet stream, lands right by the scoreboard, and he hits a 2-run bomb. Jedvig, you could tell he was licking his chops that whole AB. 2 big hacks, couldn't connect. Third time's a charm. 9-2 Hawley after the 2-run home run. And that's going to do it for Trey Vogelbacher as Jedvig leaves the park and blows this game wide open. It's 9-2. We'll take a quick break on B92.7 FM.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
The Jet Vig home run knocks Trey Vogelbacher out of the ball game. His day is done. Connor Ernst takes over on the mound and fires a first pitch ball to Strassel, number 7 hitter in this Nuggets lineup. Vogelbacher done 3 2/3 innings, 1 hit, 9 runs, 0 earned runs. Even the home run won't go against his ledger. So Trey Vogelbacher, a perfect 0.00 ERA today, despite giving up 9 runs. That's because his defense has 7 errors. Vogelbacher did walk 3 and hit 2 batters. He was only able to get 2 strikeouts, but really looked great to start the ball game. Those long innings in the cold weather did not help him as his defense just couldn't get it done. And Connor Ernst starts his day off with a strikeout. So Ernst strikes out Strassel with some heat on the outside corner. That does it for the 4th inning after Hawley piles on 6 runs, highlighted by that Jet Vig bomb to left center field. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th. We'll see if Breckenridge can start to eat into this lead in the 2025 home opener at Cowboy Field.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Get your vehicle back on track with Smith Motors' Fresh Start Tire Event. Buy 3, get 1 for $1 on select tires. Find a better price elsewhere within 30 days of purchase, and Smith Motors will refund the difference. Need shocks and struts? Get up to $80 in rebates, along with $40 in rebates on brake pads and brake rotors. Plus, up to $40 in rates on TPMS sensors. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Visit smithmotors.com.
Sleddy heads back out to the mound for the 4th inning with a little bit of breathing room here. Sleddy so far 3 complete, 2 hits, 1 strikeout, no walks. He's given up 2 unearned runs. First pitch is fouled off for a strike. Second pitch of the AB is a huge bender that breaks all the way across the zone, and he's got an 0-2 count here to Gabe Armitage. Armitage hitless so far in this one after 2 doubles on Tuesday. Gets that one off the end of the bat. It's going to be a short pop-up. Shortstop comes and makes the catch in front of second for the first out of the inning. So 2 hits apiece for these teams. Very rare feat when you score 9 runs on 2 hits, but that's exactly what the Nuggets have done here this afternoon. That will bring up Riley Kappas as he'll try to get this offense going. He's 0 for 1 with a run. Ducks over a curveball that would have hit him right in the numbers. Instead, it just sidewinds over his back for a ball. 1-0 to Kappas. Big swing on that one, way up in the air. Center fielder doesn't know where it is. He's spinning around. He still doesn't know where it is, and he drops it. So a very tough play for the center fielder who put himself in the spin cycle. And that's going to go as a double for Riley Kappas. He hit that one into the stratosphere, and it's got to be hard to see a baseball with this white and gray cloud coverage. The center fielder for Hawley just got lost, and it is a double for Riley Kappas. Extra base hits presented by Highcamp Construction. Once you know who they are, you won't build any other way. That brings up Jacob Nicholson. The lefty flails at strike one. He'll dig right back in, and Sleddy will as well and get back to work. Pitch on the way, belt high right down the middle. I'm not sure that Nicholson's going to get a better one to hit than that. He's going to have to choke up a little bit here, make something happen. 0-2 to Nicholson. And he does just that. Opposite field, backhand by the shortstop, but he's going to catch the runner off second, and Riley Kappas is in a rundown. Kappas running back to second. Second baseman chasing him back to third, and he's going to be tagged out. Heads up play by Nicholson to get to second, so that would have been an infield single for the speedy Nicholson, but the shortstop for Hawley, Hadley, backhanded that one in shallow left field, and Riley Kappas, the cardinal sin, getting caught in no man's land. He's picked off for the second out. So just a litany of mental errors for the Cowboys early in the season here. So they got two down in the bottom of the fourth. Lawson Oliphant, who's 1 for 1 today, swings and misses at the first pitch, strike one. 1 for 1 with an RBI for Oliphant, the only RBI so far for the Cowboys. Second pitch to Lawson, a good swing, but he just gets over the top of the laces on that. 0-2. Breckenridge looking for something to go right here in the fourth inning. Spark a 2-out rally. 0-2. Oliphant swings and misses. Ball is in the dirt. They're going to throw to first. That will complete the out. So Breckenridge gets a double from Riley Kappas. He's picked off on a nifty play by the shortstop Hadley, who backhands it, bluffs to first, and gets Kappas in the rundown. Breckenridge goes scoreless in the fourth. We'll be back with the top of the fifth. 9-2 Hawley. Hardo Lakes Conference Baseball. Cowboys home opener on B92.7.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
Top of the fifth inning in Breckenridge, and the baseball has been flying everywhere tonight. 11 errors between these teams. One highlight play was a two-run home run from Hawley's Jetvig. That's really the only ball that's been hit hard. We did have that double in the bottom of the fourth by Kappas, but that one kind of sailed up in the jet stream a bit as we start the top of the fifth with Hawley leading 9-2. And Connor Ernst evens the count at 1-1. Ernst came in and struck out a batter for the final out last inning, in relief of Trey Vogelbacher, who gave up 9 runs, none of them earned in his first start of the season. Nice off-speed pitch. He pulls the string. It's 1-2. At the plate for Hawley, it's Peyton Hines. And Ernst was toying around with that off-speed during warm-ups, and it's looked good. So let's see if he can get a K here. 1-2 goes to the outside fastball. A good mix. It's 2-2. Caught the Angels game today in my office, and 2 home runs from Mike Trout. Hopefully that guy can stay healthy this year. 2-2 Ernst. There it is. The bender. Ooh. Everybody signaling for a K on the concourse here except for the umpire, and that one is just a bit upstairs. 3-2. Here comes Ernst, the payoff. Nice pitch. Handcuffs him with an inside heater, and that got a half-hearted swing out of Highness. 2 batters, 2 Ks for Connor Ernst. Now, I'm not saying that the umpire made the wrong call. He's got a much better view than we do from the backside of the action here. But that one froze the hitter. 1 down here. Big K for Ernst, and that one nearly hits the batter, goes to the backstop. And this Breckenridge team's so talented, I'd be hard-pressed to think they're going to have too many performances like this one the rest of the year. 1-0 from Ernst. High fastball, way late on the swing. 1-1, and Ernst has got some electric stuff here to start his outing in relief. Working out of the windup, belt-high leg kick over the top, dots the outside corner, and Ernst has a 1-2 count here on the 9-hitter, Brager. See if Ernst can make it 3 in a row. 1-2. Nearly gets an offering. I don't know what that pitch was, but looked like Brager was sitting fastball, kind of started his hands, stopped his hands, and barely able to hold off on that pitch. Counts even at 2. Two coming from Connor Ernst. And that one goes over the batter's head again, and the count is full. So maybe trying to do a little too much here. He's probably feeling the energy with back-to-back Ks. Let's see if he can get this in the zone here and get some weak contact for the Cowboys. Gavin Hofford in at second base now for Breckenridge. And a strike 3 looking. Take a picture, save it for later, because that was a pretty pitch. Knee-high fastball, four-seam variety, right at the knees. 3 up, 3 down for Connor Ernst, the strikeout machine. And he's only got 16 pitches. Breckenridge might have found something in Connor Ernst. Just misses with the fastball off the plate there. Ernst facing the leadoff man, Ambule. Pitch on the way, inside. So Breckenridge looking for their first error-free inning here. The official game changer, they scored an error for Paul Armitage on the pass ball in the first inning, so there's been an error in every inning for Breckenridge, as it's now 3-0. Ernst in danger of walking his first batter, but man, he has looked good on the mound so far. Let's see if he can find a get-me-over pitch here. He rears back and gives that one the gas. It goes all the way to the backstop. That's going to be a walk. So a 2-out walk for Hawley. And Breckenridge has got to bite down on the mouth guard and just buckle down here and play that patented Cowboy defense. We've seen so many years of Cowboy baseball under Coach Kevin Heidemann where they've won a lot of 3-2 games, 2-1 games, maybe years where they didn't have the high-powered offense. That's really where you can hang your hat in baseball on your defense. So let's see if they can turn it around here in the second half of this game. Take that into the rest of the season. As this team profiled to be one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the section this year, off to a little rocky start through 2 games. Ernst will work out of the stretch with a runner on first base. He'll face Hadley. Hadley 0 for 3 with an RBI. Ernst fires. Fastball inside corner. Gets Hadley stepping out of the box, but it's a K. So strike 1 for Ernst, who fell behind a 4-pitch walk to the last batter. He's up ahead here. He'll go to first. Nearly gets the runner. Logan Church caught it right on the back. It pulled Logan Church off the bag, but it was almost beneficial because he caught it on the runner. Able to get a hand in there. So we'll do the 0-1 again here. Strike on the inside corner, so he goes back-to-back inside four seams. He says, if you can't hit this, I'm not going to throw something else. Let's see if he goes there again. As this Hawley lineup crowding the plate big time, he does go there again. This time, just a couple inches off the plate. It's 1-2. Number 2 hitter, Hadley, trying to extend this inning. Ernst trying to get out of here, keep his pitch count under 25. And he throws a beautiful belt-high off-speed pitch. Looked like maybe a changeup. I didn't see any spin on that one, but it's a ball. So 2-2 here. Connor Ernst's going to have to keep a short memory. Dig deep. 2-2 count. Pitch on the way. High fastball. About teeth high. It's 3-2. So the runner will be moving on the pitch here. Fielder's got to know the situation and stay put on a swing. Count is full. Ernst comes set, taking his time. Belt-high leg kick. He'll fire. Fastball inside corner. He's walking off the mound, but it's going to be a ball. So a couple close calls there for Connor Ernst. And it's going to be his second walk of the inning. So 3 strikeouts sprinkled in with a pair of walks. We got 2 down. That brings up the pitcher, Sleddy. Runners on first and second here for the Nuggets. 9-2 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We are in the top of the 5th inning. So Breckenridge will come to the plate 3 more times if they can avoid the 10-run rule, and we've seen crazier comebacks in baseball, especially the way Hawley's kicking it around out there with 4 errors. Ernst jumps ahead in the count to Sleddy, 1-1. Pitcher on pitcher. That fastball gets away from him. Armitage able to snag it up top, and it's 1-1. So Armitage, a little bit of a mixed bag back there. He's had a couple pass balls, but you see that athleticism out of the Cowboy running back. He's able to hop around and save some wild pitches as well. It's the 1-1 on the way from Ernst. Inside corner, absolutely hammered down the left field line, about 10 yards foul. And that one, I'd like to see the exit velo on that one, probably 90 plus. That one was hit very hard by Sleddy. One-two, Ernst with a chance to get out of the inning. He has 3 Ks already. Vogelbacher just 2 Ks in 3 2/3. And Ernst has 3 Ks in 1 inning. Ernst taking a long time to get the sign here. Sleddy finally lifts the bat off his shoulder. We're ready to rock. 1-2. Ernst fires. Curveball dribbled back to Ernst. A nice play on his left side. He'll underhand it over to first base to Logan Church. And Ernst with a scoreless inning. 3 Ks so far for Ernst and a nice play on the mound. And Breckenridge hoping to ride a little bit of momentum here for the first time in this game as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning at Cowboy Field. It's the 2025 Breckenridge home opener. Hartle Lakes matchup with Hawley. The Nuggets are up 9-2 through 4.5.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
On to the home half of the 5th, and Breckenridge is just trying to plate a couple here and cut into this deficit. And they'll start at the top of the order, trailing 9-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. All Hawley as they drop 6 runs in the 6th. Logan Church to the plate, the lefty, will start things off. He takes a ball just below the knees. Church so far hasn't had any luck. He's 0 for 2 after going 2 for 2 in Tuesday's season opener. Church goes opposite field just over the third baseman's mitt, and that is a nice piece of hitting for a single, and Logan Church sparks this lineup from the top. Church just threw his hands out front and flared that one over the third baseman's glove, as Becker, not quite tall enough to grab that one. Paul Armitage steps to the plate in the 2-hole. Armitage with some serious power in that bat, a big uppercut swing, so if they leave it low, that's where he does his damage. Armitage takes that one about neck high. It's a strike. 0-1 to Paul Armitage. Big lead at first for Logan Church. Armitage saws that one off the handle. It goes over the dugout, and a nice catch made by one of the fans there. Shakes his hands after. It's a little bit cold out there. 0-2 now to Armitage as he chokes up a bit on the bat. Looking to move Logan Church over from first. 0-2 to Armitage. A curveball gets him bending backwards. It comes right over the middle. Strike 3 looking. First out of the inning.
Up next, your third baseman, number 2.
So Sleddy has really settled in. Back-to-back scoreless innings. He's trying to make it 3 in a row. 2 runs on Sleddy in the second. He's been lights out the other 3 frames. That brings up Cooper Roberts, looking for his first hit of the season. Takes a swing at the first pitch. It's going to go up the middle, and it's going to get through. Logan Church with a big turn at second base. And he's going to go to third, and it's going to be close. Head first slide, he gets in. So that base hit went right over the second base bag. Church took a big turn, headed back to second. Center fielder bobbled it. Church put the gear back in drive and gets into third. So back-to-back hits for the Cowboys. First time we've said that today. We got runners on the corner with 1 down, and Trey Vogelbacher coming up in the cleanup spot. Another really nice piece of hitting. Pitch low down the middle. Just send it right back up the middle for Roberts. First pitch of the AB to Trey Vogelbacher is outside for a ball. Sleddy up to 67 pitches here. Big lead to work with. It's 9-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Vogelbacher rolls that one over to the shortstop. They're going to try to turn 2. Flip to second, over to first. Not in time. It is in time. So it looked like it was a day late and $1 short, but the call is out, and that's going to end the Cowboys' scoring threat, and they just can't catch a break today. Sometimes that's how the ball rolls in spring baseball. When we come back, it's top of the 6th inning. Nuggets 9, Cowboys 2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Welcome back to Cowboy Field. We're about to kick off the top of the 6th inning. Breckenridge had runners on the corners after a pair of singles by Logan Church and Cooper Roberts. but Trey Vogelbacher grounded into a bang-bang double play to end the frame, and Breckenridge heads to the 6th, trailing 9-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We got a big weekend of baseball for you folks. Saturday and Sunday I will be in Castleton for the quote-unquote NDSCS baseball home opener. John Randall Field not quite ready to play yet, so they'll go to the home of the Squirrels and play on a beautiful turf diamond. Saturday's doubleheader against Bottineau begins at 1 o'clock, and Sunday's doubleheader against Bottineau begins at noon. Both teams near the bottom of the Mondac Conference. A great spot for the Wildcats to get right and possibly pick up a pair of sweeps. Tune into that on B92.7 starting Saturday with a 12:45 pregame. So another pitching change here for the Cowboys. Gabe Armitage will try his hand. He'll face Becker. First pitch, a little bit of a sweeper on the outer half for a strike. And a good outing here in relief for Connor Ernst, who goes 1 1/3. Gets 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, no hits. Holds Hawley scoreless. Again, folks, if you're late tuning in on B92.7 or KBMW News Live, Trey Vogelbacher, 3 2/3 innings. He allowed 1 hit, 9 runs. None of them were earned. Breckenridge has 7 errors. That one has fouled off, and Armitage quickly ahead here. 1-2 in the count. Armitage facing Becker. So call him out of the bullpen, have him face the cleanup man. Throw him into the fire. 1-2. Gets a ground ball to second base. Charging is Hoffert. Plenty of time. Throws it over to first. Logan Church with a good stretch for the out. Hoffert got a good break on that ball and able to get himself a candy hop by reading it for the first out of the inning. Dylan Hoekstra comes to the plate with 1 down. Already over 90 minutes elapsed in this game. Things have been moving a lot quicker lately as both teams kind of cleaning it up a bit. Armitage comes set, 1 down. He'll deliver to Hoekstra. High pitch is hammered to left field. Deep, back, 1 hops the fence. A little bit of trouble picking it up in left, but Breckenridge will get it in to the cutoff man, and that's a leadoff double from Hoekstra. He's going to celebrate. Not sure what he's doing over there, but celebrations seem to change day by day here in the game of baseball. So Hoekstra jumps on that fastball, tomahawks it to the left field fence. Hawley has a runner in scoring position with 1 down to start the 6th. They lead 9-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Armitage comes set. He'll fire an inside fastball underneath the hands of Jetvig, who delivered a 2-run shot over the left center fence earlier in this game. Tough spot for Armitage to enter the game. We'll see how he responds. That one skied up behind second. Gavin Hoffert, a great break. He goes out into the outfield, gets underneath it, and can't get it. He did not get underneath it. It just kept sailing on him. He got an excellent break. What you're taught to do, that one was hit high up in the air, and he went straight backwards to get behind it. It just kept tailing on him, and it drops. 8 errors on the Cowboys, runners on first and second for the Nuggets with a 7-run lead. So Hoffert did pretty much everything he needed to do there, just lost the baseball at the last second. Armitage delivers an off-speed pitch on the outer half, and one thing we've seen out of the Breckenridge staff today is a good ability to mix up their pitches, and that shows some confidence in your pitchers when they're out there and, throwing everything in the bag. Second pitch is grounded to first. Logan Church comes off the bag. He'll go right back to first, flip it to Armitage. Great job by Armitage breaking off the mound and covering the bag, and we have 2 down. And with everything that's went wrong today, really for both teams, it's good to see the pitcher, have his head in the game and race over there and cover the base. So 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Nuggets with runners on second and third. As Armitage is looking to work his way out of a jam after giving up a double. Armitage hits the batter. He's got room for him at first, but that will send number 7, Peyton Hines, over to first. So he's 0 for 1 with a run, and he's been hit by a pitch twice. Highness has been hit twice, Brager, Ambule, and Sleddy as well. So tally that up. That's 5 hit batters for the Cowboys. That brings up the 9-man Brager. He'll take a ball down and out. Armitage 1-0 count. Comes set. Slide step home. Ground ball to shortstop. Blinded by the runner. He'll recover and fire to first, and it's way in front of Church, so that's going to be an E6 on Ernst. He got blinded by the runner initially, and that caused him to bobble the baseball, and then his throw was well short. So 9 errors on the Cowboys, and that's going to be 2 more runs for the Nuggets. So it's 11-2, Hawley in the top of the 6th. If they can score 1 more here, Breckenridge will be forced to answer to avoid the 10-run rule. Not the game we expected after these two teams met last year and really duked it out. But here we are. It's 11-2 Hawley in the 6th. That brings up Ambule. Runners on the corners. That one nearly hits him. So 1-0 as Gabe Armitage throws it over Ambule's helmet. 2 down here. It's been really hard to judge this pitching staff because what do? He's out of here in a scoreless inning if Ernst makes the play at short, but with all these errors, you're asking a lot of your pitchers to go out there and have the stamina in game 2 of the season to work through this stuff. 2-0 on the way. Swing and a miss. Swinging down on that baseball. Couldn't quite get it. It's number 12. Ambule. So we're back to the top of the order here. Ambule 0 for 2 with 1 run on the day. And another swing and a miss. That one kind of jammed him. And the count is at 2-2. So we'll see if Armitage can exit the hill on a high note with a strikeout. Deuces Wild on the scoreboard. 11-2 Nuggets. Top of the 6th inning. 2 runners on. Ambule in the batter's box. And that one hits Ambule. So make it 6 hit batters for the Cowboys in this one. And you got to think with Armitage being the 3rd pitcher tonight, he's going to have to work through this here. Bases juiced, 2 down. And that brings up Hadley. Hadley's 0 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. So Armitage goes back to work with 2 outs, bases loaded. That one popped into foul territory. Logan Church gives it a look, but it's going to land by the concession stand. Hadley at the plate, down 0-1 as he takes a hack at the first pitch there with the bases loaded. I always liked swinging at the first pitch. It's probably the best one you're going to see a lot of the time. 0-1 to Hadley. That one is a high fastball. That's hit into the gap in right center. That's going to score 1. That's going to score 2 and advance a runner to third base. So just like that, a 2 RBI single from Hadley. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off, connects on the second. 13-2. Hawley has blown this thing open.
Now batting your pitcher, number 16, Tommy Sleddy.
That brings up the pitcher, Tommy Sleddy. In line for the win today. He's got 68 pitches. He's really been good. Just 2 runs allowed in the 2nd inning. Everything else has been all zeros. First pitch to Sleddy. Flares that one out to right. Trey Vogelbacher's got to go. He got a late break on that. He's not going to get there. That's going to be a bloop single, and it will score another run. And the throw goes over Paul Armitage's head. That has been a theme today. They're making him work back there. So Hawley pushes across 2 more, and it's 15-2. And George has 10 errors. So the errors on the scoreboard have now cleared because it can't reach double figures, but that's where we're at. 14 between the teams. And it's going to be back to the drawing board for Breckenridge when they hit the practice field. The home opener not going their way. 15-2 Hawley. 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 6 in the 4th, and now 6 more in the 6th for the Nuggets.
Now coming to the
And that one, again, a very catchable ball by Vogelbacher in right field. He just was flat-footed and didn't see it off the bat, and drops for a good luck single. So Gabe Armitage comes set. Chest high glove, slide step home. Fastball, he holds on too long, it's outside. Paul Armitage, some long innings back there. Thank God for knee savers. 1-0. Brother to brother as Gabe Armitage delivers the pitch. That one's a fastball on the outside corner. To number 17, Martin. Pinch hitter off the bench here for the Nuggets. This is the season opener for Hawley. Game 2 for Breckenridge, home opener on the season. Started to go around on that one, able to check his swing, 2-1 as the ball sails outside. Armitage trying to get back in the count. That one inside. Gets away from Paul Armitage. We'll have a play at third. A good throw. And he's able to get the runner who attempted to slide around the tag and looked like he almost got there. But Armitage with a rifle to third base to catch the runner stealing. And that's going to do it for the sixth inning. But not before Hawley piles on 6 runs. 15-2. The Nuggets are just spoiling the home opener here for the Breckenridge Cowboys. We'll be back in about 90 seconds with the bottom of the 6th. Cowboys need to score 4 if they want to play more on B92.7 FM.
And Stephanie, they've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Connor Ernst will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. Breckenridge will need to push across 4 runs if they want this game to continue. They trail 15-2 to the Hawley Nuggets on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Representing auto owners as Ernst gets ahead in the count 2-0. Maybe that's the best strategy here. See some pitches, maybe get some free bases. Try to get those 4 runs you need to extend this ball game. 2-0 on the way. That one a nice slider is what it looks like from up here for strike 1 on the inner half. 71 pitches now for Sleddy as he is just cruising. He shakes off a pitch. He's ready to go. Strike 2, another slider. That one makes its way to the outside corner. Connor Ernst wants nothing to do with those off-speed pitches. Right now, he might not have a choice as the 2-2 is on the way from Sleddy. Fastball hits that one hard down the right side into the foul fence. Little tornado drill going on right now in the 6th inning. Well, we're going to play on as Sleddy delivers the 2-2. Beautiful curveball, and that gets Ernst stepping out. By the time he swung, his belt buckle was facing the mound. He strikes out swinging for the first out of the inning.
Up next, your pitcher, number 6, Gabe Armitage.
Breckenridge down to their final 2 outs here. Gabe Armitage to the plate, 15-2 Hawley. Sleddy working out of the windup, trying to get a complete game on the ledger today, and he throws a sweeper that breaks about 18 inches for a strike on the outside corner. Second pitch on the way from Sleddy. Grounded down the third base line into the bare hand of Breckenridge head coach Jack Heidemann. He'll fire it back to the mound, and we'll get ready for the 0-2 here. 0-2 on the way to Gabe Armitage. Fastball off the plate, 1-2. Sleddy's pitch on the way. A tight breaking off-speed pitch that freezes Gabe Armitage. Looked like it was going right at the hands, and it made its way back to the black on the inner half. Quick 2 outs here for Breckenridge. One more will do it. And Jordan Teberg's going to step to the plate for a pinch hitting opportunity here. First pitch to Teberg. Takes that one in the dirt. Teberg wearing number 15. I believe he's checked in at catcher. 1-0 to Teberg. Check swing, can't hold up. That one was down and out, but it's going to go down as a strike as Teberg offers. Just 5 hits today for Hawley. 15 runs. As Breckenridge has 10 errors. That's a ball to Teberg. He'll have a hitter's count here at 2-1. Let's see if he can square something up here for Breckenridge. 2-1 on the way to Teberg. Takes a fastball at the knees. It's 2-2. And Sleddy is trying to wrap up a masterful day on the hill by striking out the side. Here comes the 2-2 to Teberg. High fastball. Strike 3. Just does get the belt. Teberg goes down looking, and Breckenridge goes down 15-2 in their home opener. 10 errors for the Cowboys, 4 for the Nuggets. Both teams tally 5 hits. That's your final, 15-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I'm Robert Wanick on B92.7. We'll be right back with your Miller Realty postgame show on KBMW News Live YouTube.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Welcome back to the Miller Realty postgame show. I'm Robert Wanick, and now the sun comes out. After all the gloom and doom in the Cowboys home opener, it does not go their way. The Nuggets win 15-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Hawley taking advantage of 10 Breckenridge errors in this one. That's 14 errors through 2 games for the Cowboys. And you know what? Springfield conditions, they probably play a little bit of a role in that, as Hawley had 4 errors as well. Both teams tally 5 hits. And this is going to be a crazy stat, folks. Trey Vogelbacher gives up 9 runs. Gabe Armitage gives up 6. None of them earned. So Breckenridge lowers their ERA in this game, but gives up 15 runs. 5 strikeouts combined between Ernst and Vogelbacher. And Ernst was really good coming in relief. He got 4 outs, did not give up a hit or a run He walked 2, struck out 3. Vogelbacher, a lights-out first inning, 12 pitches, 9 of them strikes. He faced 4 batters, and that was only because of a dropped third strike. After that, his defense just fell apart and ran his pitch count up, and he ends up throwing 87 pitches, 48 of them for strikes. He also hit 4 batters. Gabe Armitage hit 2 batters. So let's get right into it, right into it, folks. Let's talk about your plays of the game here. We got a couple. Hard to find some silver linings on the Breck side tonight, but for plays of the game, we'll start off with Hawley. We'll start off with the Jetvig 2-run home run. It's always fun to see a home run in high school baseball. That one went all the way out to the scoreboard in left center where the fence kind of bows out a bit, one of the deepest parts of the park. So the Jetvig home run is one of your Red River Agency plays of the game, and we'll go with Lawson Oliphant's RBI single too. Breckenridge was dead in the water, and Lawson Oliphant went with a pitch on the outer half and took it to the right side of the field. Just like you're taught from Cal Ripken on up, go with the pitch on the outer half. Don't try to pull it. And Lawson Oliphant with a textbook RBI single for your other Red River Agency play of the game. Red River Agency, your trusted hometown agents. And for your Essentia Health players of the game tonight, let's go with the man on the mound for Hawley. Just a very masterful outing out of Sleddy. He went 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, no earned, did not issue a walk, did not hit a batter, and fanned 6 Cowboys. He gave up 2 runs in the second. We were all tied at 2 apiece, and he blanked the Cowboys for 4 more innings. Sleddy needed just 83 pitches, peppered the strike zone with 60 of those, 6 Ks, 6 innings of 3-run baseball for Sleddy. So he's your Essentia Health player of the game. Essentia Health here with you. And for Breckenridge, there's a few guys that I could say stood out maybe a little bit more than others. We'll go on the mound with Connor Ernst. It's been a tough defensive day for everybody. Hitting was pretty dried up, but Connor Ernst came in and struck out the first 3 guys he faced. He got 4 straight outs, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and he was the only pitcher to turn in a scoreless box score tonight. 1 1/3, no hits, no runs, 3 Ks for Connor Ernst, your other Essentia Health player of the game. That's going to do it for the Miller Realty postgame show, folks. A short one tonight. It was a sloppy game of baseball by both teams. Hawley wins their season opener 15-2, and Breckenridge loses their second straight game after falling 14-4 to Uppsala Swanville. They have now been outscored 29-6 on the season. So Breckenridge looking to bounce back. They will host Wahpeton on Monday in the border battle. That was supposed to be at John Randall Field. Field's not ready yet, so it's going to be played here at Cowboy Field. So that's a game that should kind of light a fire under everybody and give them something extra to play with and maybe turn their season around right away next week. One more time, your final from Cowboy Field. Hawley Nuggets 15, Breck Cowboys 2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I'm Robert Wanick, filling in for Turner Blofis, the voice of the Cowboys, and I'll be covering plenty of Wahpeton Husky and NDSCS Wildcat games for you folks, including Saturday and Sunday in Castleton as NDSCS takes on Botno at 1 on Saturday and noon on Sunday. 4 games this weekend on the college baseball level. 15-2, Hawley wins. That'll do it tonight from Cowboy Field. Get outside, enjoy that sunshine because it's the only sunshine we've gotten today. B92.7 FM.
Today's Breckenridge baseball broadcast was brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis Medical Center, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, High Camp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors in Wahpeton, State Farm Insurance Agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. Thanks for listening.
B92.7.
The only station I listen to.
Sometimes I sing along with it.